Adam AZZIE, I guess it's a case of damned if you do and damned if you don't, because if you didn't take this filly, somebody was going to. And Joe, having formerly worked for your dad, I'm sure you know his training methods well. He did a great job, obviously, for the filly skinnies. The first question I've got to ask you is there any comparison that you can draw to Give Me a Shot, who was the favourite for the filly skinnies, between this filly since you've had her in the short space of time?
Yeah, Andrew, so to answer your questions, I think, it is a case damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, if she runs a bad race, you'll get the critics out there saying that you don't know what you're doing. If she wins, everyone will say, oh, they just had to tick her over. So it is what it is. I never looked at it that way. It was an opportunity. We do have horses for those clients, and I think it would have been very insulting if I didn't take the horse from them. So I'm very happy for the opportunity to have a good filly like this. To chat about in a relation to her and Give Me a Shot, who was the favourite in the fillies guineas, they're completely different type of horses on what I've seen within the 2 weeks that I've had her. Having said that, to really get to know a horse in 2 weeks, we had all that rain the first week that she arrived. So the 3 weeks she's been here, she's only really been on the track for 2 weeks. I can't tell you that I can give you an honest assessment on her ability or what type of horse she is. She doesn't really blow you away with her track work. She could just be a type of horse that's more a racehorse, and just does enough on the tracks. Whereas Give Me a Shot's very much what you see is what you get. She really impresses you on the track, and when she's doing so, she runs that way. She's very unlucky in the Guineas, having said that. The filly did come here in a very good space, so her well-being is still good. She looks exceptional. Her hydration's good. She's been on the manger. And as I said, there's nothing really wrong with her work, but I'm not entirely sure what she's supposed to look like when she's working exceptionally well. Jumping from 12 out of 12 draw in what looks to be a very competitive field. You can make a lot of points for a lot of horses, but we've got a massive advantage of having Pierce Stradham aboard, jockey with endless amounts of experience. You saw his race in the Cape Derby, phenomenal ride. His ride on this filly in the Guineas, phenomenal ride. So I think a big advantage to the stable and the horse to have him aboard.